Fellas, in this video, I want to talk about why emotionally intelligent men know how to read between the lines. And by read between the lines, I mean know how to pick up on nonverbal communication. Emotionally intelligent men are good at being able to read nuance and pick up on body language and a person's tone of voice and things like that, all right? But why is this even important? This is important because this will really level up your way of communicating with everybody in the world once you understand how to do this, all right? Being able to read nonverbal cues will really allow you to kind of almost, I don't want to say read people's minds, but in a sense it kind of is, okay? You're really able to pick up on a person's energy. You're able to pick up on things they're trying to say without even necessarily having to say them. If you're a young man who's trying to date, trying to interact with women, this is especially key, being able to do this. You know, you really want to learn how to read between the lines with women because they're not always going to say things to you straightforward. You're going to have to kind of do some, you're going to kind of have to, you know, use some context and use, what's the word I'm looking for? Not instinct, but you just going to have to use some context clues. Let's keep it like that, all right? But how this connects to emotional intelligence is because men who are emotionally intelligent, they are attuned to themselves, all right? They understand how their system can get out of whack sometimes when they get triggered. And being able to understand this within yourself, it allows you to be able to recognize it within other people. Not even necessarily being triggered all the time, but you start to recognize when somebody's excited, when somebody's angry, and the signs may not be so clear cut. For example, you may be around somebody who's in a bad mood and they may not be yelling and screaming. They may be short with their words. They may not be speaking much at all. They may be lost in thought, staring off in space. You know, there's different signals and different ways people can display emotion and things that they may be going through. And the better that you can get at picking up on that type of stuff, the better it's going to be for you to be able to navigate life. It just makes things easier for you because it allows you to have like this social superpower. You know, it's a social skill as well, being able to read these nonverbal cues. And like I said, it's really powerful being able to understand what somebody is saying without them having to necessarily say it to you. And I think, got experience with this working with the public, you know, waiting tables, working in food hospitality, working in customer service, telemarketing, these types of things. They put you in front of people. They put you in front of the world. So you can't help but start to pick up on people's behaviors and patterns and instincts and stuff like that. It's kind of related to like street smarts and common sense. And I got a video on street smarts too. Make sure you check that out. I'll leave a link for that in the description. All right. And it's just kind of like common sense. Reading between the lines, it may not come naturally for you, but it may come naturally for some of y'all. You know, let's keep it real. Some people who do possess that street smart, some people who do possess certain characteristics where you've been around a lot of people, you probably can pick up on these cues that I'm talking about. This is all just real key with, you know, the emotional intelligence side of things, man. I'm always talking about this because I think it's really important to be aware of your emotional state at any given time, or as best you can. And also, you know, being aware of other people's emotional state around you. Not saying that you're responsible for their emotional state, but what I'm saying is you just get better at recognizing their emotional state. You get better at being able to be like, oh shit, I see that person is really pissed off. And they don't even have to necessarily be standing there with their arms crossed, and you might hear something subtle like a change in their breathing pattern. They might start breathing heavily. You know, and once you really start getting in tune with this type of stuff, those are little things that you will start to notice. And I'm telling you, this stuff is key if you want to really learn how to connect with people on a deeper level. Not just anybody, like your kids as well. This works with everybody across the board. When I say level up your communication, that's what I mean. It's going to really expand your ability to be able to really, truly connect with somebody because you're going deeper than just the words that they're saying. You're really able to pick up on their facial expressions and inflection in their voice. And if they're speaking softly or speaking more like this, like you'll be able to start picking up on things like that. So that's why I'm always talking about emotional intelligence. That's why I'm always talking about why it's so important to improve that, why it's so important to work on your self-awareness, because these are just little tricks in life and little life hacks, whatever you want to call them, that just really make life easier and smoother to navigate, you know? So why wouldn't you want to try to like improve something like this? But if you got any value out of this video, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you know when I drop more content like this. Make sure you check out one of my other videos. I got a playlist on emotional intelligence. I'll probably leave that up here for you. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. All right, peace.